just think going back to college. I mean, he goes to LSU, leads them to arguably the best season going back to college football. He goes to LSU, then comes into the National Football League, the best season in
what does he do?
College football history. Then comes into the National Football League, first healthy season.
Basically, consecutive plays and stop him from winning it.
Yeah.
So it's the best player ever. Basically, consecutive plays and stop him from winning it.
Yeah. So it's Joe Burrow for me.
Next up.
Yeah, I can. I'll see when the answer's not Patrick
in the NFL, D. Wood.
Josh Allen.
Next up.
Josh Allen. I don't care
where
he is on the field. Josh Allen's arm. Josh Allen. I don't care where he is on the football field. Josh Allen's arm touches anywhere. He has that type of a cannon on the football field. This dude can touch it anywhere. He has that type of a cannon.
Or Herbert.
It's got to be Josh Allen.
Yes, but he got the biggest arm. I will say that.
I'm always going to interject a little Herbert in there.
But he got the biggest arm. I will say that. We see eye to eye on the quarterbacks finally. Who is the most clutch in the NFL? We see eye to eye on the quarterbacks finally.
He's still like as much
clutch in the NFL.
As much as we talk about Burrow, like he's still the most clutch. I mean, think about it. No Tyreek Hill. Okay, I still probably have maybe my best season as a pro. I mean, think about it. If no Tyreek Hill, okay, I still probably have maybe my best season as a pro. I don't know what else will.
He's the only player ever in the history of football that I saw on the receiving end of a blowout in the Super Bowl. He's the only player ever in the history of football that I saw on the receiving end of a blowout in the Super Bowl. And afterwards, I said he was the most spectacular season, winning 10 of their last 11 games, and have the shortest odds of any team the season winning it all, and that includes 10 of their last 11 games, and have the shortest odds of any team to win it all, and that includes winning streak, becoming the 49ers. NFC team on a 10-game winning streak, becoming the first ever NFC team. Time for another edition of My Word Against Yours, the debate topic. I guess it's like, you're doodling. Chiefs are the betting favorite. Time for another edition of My Word Against Yours, the debate topic. Win another Super Bowl MVP this season. He already got a regular season one. He's got a Super Bowl MVP. He's been to another Super Bowl MVP this season. He already got a regular season one. He's got a Super Bowl MVP. He's been to 2 Super Bowls, 4 AFC championship games.
Because I'm going to stick with my preseason Super Bowl. I will say no. Buffalo Bills. Because I'm going to stick with my preseason Super Bowl. This just feels like a team of destiny. It feels like before the season started, this was their window. You understood that they had all the pieces. This just feels like a team of destiny. It feels like they were just before the season started. This was their window. You understood that they had all the pieces. Josh Allen, Stephon Diggs. They were just the Chiefs. They were this close last year. I think this Buffalo team understands what the time is now. Mahomes. I think they don't fear the Chiefs. I think this Buffalo team understands that the time is now.
No, it's crazy. Spark, some little magic that we're missing. Nothing the Bengals have had. One little spark, some little magic that I think Hamlin has given them a sense of purpose now, and that little extra dimension that makes them liver than ever to me. But is Josh Allen now, and that little extra dimension that makes them liver than ever to me? But is Josh Allen your Super Bowl MVP pick?
Yeah, with the Cartier glasses, like that dude is just dude, man. Like he's different. I've been saying for weeks, glasses, like that dude is just different, man. Like the best team in the AFC. He's different. I've been saying for weeks. Max, you know this. I've been saying for weeks. I think Cincinnati is the best team in the AFC. He got the best weapons of any team in the National Football League.
I think there's something wrong with him, actually. I think there's got a screw loose. Nothing rattles him. I think there's something wrong with him, actually. I think there's got a screw loose. Nothing rattles him.
When he says he's not listening to the outside world,
what do we say with him, Max?
He's not BSing. He says,
my window.
He said, what's your window? My career.
What do we say with him, Max?
My career is my window.
My window.
He said, what's your window? Bill, who's your pick for Super Bowl MVP? My career is my window.
I'm running with Kimberly. I'm going with Josh.
Bill, who's your pick for Super Bowl MVP?
Also my preseason pick. Happy we're on the same page there. I think the Bills are getting a key player. Also my preseason pick. Happy we're on the same page there. We saw Micah Hyde. The Bills are getting a key player back. Who's going to help them beat the Chiefs today. Earlier this season when Hyde was out with a neck injury. That was the one weak spot Hamlin was subbing in Bills defense, and I believe in Josh Allen. I believe in the offense. That was the one weak spot, and it's in that Bills defense, and I believe in Josh Allen. I believe in the offense. I believe in the based on that game last year. So clutch as Patrick Mahomes is towards Josh Allen's right up there with him based on that game last year. So I lean ever so slightly towards the Bills.
Yes, he should. Patrick Mahomes is the MVP favorite. He has had the best season. He'll win regular season. Yes, he should. And as we all know, Mahomes is the MVP favorite. The answer is Patrick Mahomes. He'll win regular season MVP, and as we all know, if the question is who's going to win Super Bowl MVP, the answer is Patrick Mahomes. Look, the dude is what Damien said. Every era has a gangster, a dude that's just different. Like in baseball, Damien said, every era has a gangster, a dude that's just different. Like in baseball, Derek Jeter won the best player in baseball. Was not as good as Dan Marino. Yeah, but you just knew that was the dude. Tom Brady, Peyton Manning, Joe Montana was not as good as Dan Marino. Yeah, but he was. I can think of 9 Giants games exactly better than that one. Next up, catch of the season.
This is a simple one. I think everyone's going to agree. It was Justin Jefferson, 4th and 18. The one-handed grab. I looked down from the screen because I was so sure it was incomplete. I was taking notes. I looked up. Justin Jefferson made the best catch I'd seen since Odell Beckham. Extended a game. The Vikings ended up winning in Buffalo. Maybe their only impressive win of the year. That's how impressive that catch was for Justin Jefferson.
It's one of the greatest catches of all time. All right, finally, the most valuable player, and the winner is...
We're going Patrick Mahomes. He should have 3 or 4 of these by now. It's overdue. Most receiving yards in football. Pretty much every significant metric in the NFL. Patrick Mahomes leads the league. He's the focal point of the offense. At this point, really, doing it without Tyreek Hill is just the cherry on top for Patrick Mahomes.
He's also the most impressive looking, has the most oh my God moments, is doing it with the receiving core not as good, at least at the top, as some other guys, and yet it's kind of been a quiet MVP year for Patrick Mahomes. Guys, so far in his career, he's the best who ever did it at this point in his career. Time for tier pressure, where I rank the NFL playoff quarterbacks on a tier system of 1 to 3, so it's pyramid style. 1's in 1, 2 are in 2, and 3 are in 3. These are guys in the playoffs. Let's start with tier 1, and no surprise here. As I said, 5 years into his career, no other player in the history of football has been as good, has accomplished as much team point of view, individual point of view, as Patrick Mahomes. 5 years in, he's the greatest player of all time. Tier 2, his chief opposition, everyone thinks, is Josh Allen. That's the guy. But in fact, it's Joe Burrow. Joe Burrow's the guy who's actually beaten him in the AFC Championship game, gotten to the Super Bowl, and Joe Burrow is the best candidate not named Patrick Mahomes for MVP this season. Tier 3. This is where it gets interesting, of course. This guy is as talented as anyone in the game. That's the greatest of all time. And who might that be? Daniel Jones.
That's not a homer picker anyway.
The last time he was on the field, Daniel Jones had the best performance of his career. He has the worst receiving core in the NFL, and yet only has 5 interceptions. His team is in the playoffs behind him and Saquon Barkley in the defense, and he has not tried to be the hero when you were afraid he might try to be. Trevor Lawrence didn't look great last time out. Geno Smith faltered a little down the stretch. At this moment, who you taking over Daniel Jones? That's what I want to know. If I'm wrong, that's what I want to know. Who should replace him?
You want to
Dak Prescott? The turnover machine?
No, because Max, I try to bring facts here and just like objectivity. But Max thinks I'm a hater. I'm not. But so you try and you try.
Well, I had a disagreement with Max last week about Daniel.
Okay.
What about Jalen Hurts?
Jalen Hurts would clearly be there. Okay. Jalen Hurts might even be in tier 2 instead of Josh Allen, but he's banged up. He didn't look so good. And you start to hear he's still banged up. Otherwise, Hurts is there. Lamar Jackson would be there instead of Tom Brady. That's right, instead of Tom Brady. But Lamar's not playing. What do you want from me?
So Trevor Lawrence isn't there because of what? Week 18?
Trevor Lawrence is throwing to much more than Daniel Jones. And Trevor Lawrence...
Who's been a better quarterback?
Trevor Lawrence.
Who's been a better quarterback over the month plus?
You have to say Trevor Lawrence.
Yeah.
But when last seen, and there's a recency bias here, I said it all year long, Daniel Jones balled out, and Trevor Lawrence was not so good.
Are we
recency bias.
Are we going to the what was it last week? The recency bias?
Bill, recency also means Giants. What do you think, Bill? What do you think? Did I get the tiers right or wrong? And if I got them wrong, what should I change?
Woody. But over the last month of the season, the quarterback who leads the league in total QBR is Daniel Jones, number one ahead of Patrick Mahomes. I hate to say it. I'm the bearer of bad news here, but yes, Daniel Jones is playing out of his mind right now.
Rewind. I thought he was leading to Trevor Lawrence. Rewind, Bill Barnwell.
You know what?
State for the record.
You know what, Bill?
Who had the highest QBR the last month of the season when it matters the most?
Oh, I'm so sorry, Damien. I hate to do this to you. You know I want to take your side on this.
You know what? That's why you had Bill Barnwell on this.
That's the only reason why. That's the only reason why.
To spew your propaganda.
If you've been watching Daniel Jones, you would know.
I have been. I've been at their games. They ask him to not mess. They literally are like, follow what we are doing. So paint within these lines.
I see. And is he doing that? Because Dak Prescott's not.
But I'm not saying Dak should be there. I'm just saying